massage his stomach.
Stop going.
Right, can you stop talking because it's actually recording now, Josh? Okay. Right.
What you going to ask us then?
She's not going to ask her something.
You're not going to ask us any questions?
No, you're going to talk about when you met me.
Oh, why not? I went to holiday camp on my motorbike, and I see these three beautiful girls. One was a ravishing blonde, and I said I'd like to see her again. She told me where to go.
Then he met me.
But I persisted, and eventually she said she'd meet me that evening.
Oh.
When she come out, she was covered from head to foot in a big blanket overcoat. I don't know if you thought what I was going to do to her or what, but right up to her neck she was.
Well, you was 8 years older than me.
Yeah. I'm still 8 years older than you.
I know, and I still go out with my coat done up right to my neck.
I lost all my hair, but I've still got all my teeth.
What do you mean you lost your hair? You never had any hair when I met you.
Well, no. I had some.
Where? Oh, you had a comb over?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I was only 20. How old was I? 24?
28.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, I was saying, when I met Nan, I'd recently come out of the Air Force. Right, I was in the medics in the Air Force, on air ambulances actually.
Oh yeah, because you ran out of food.
And as I say, I saw this beautiful, ravishing blonde. She was white blonde. She was actually white blonde. She was, and I always fancied blondes, so naturally I gravitated in that direction. So anyway, she I think she'd been very pleased to have me.
Now when he left you left with the boys, didn't you, on your bike?
Yeah.
On the
My
Saturday,
motorbike, yeah.
he said, I'll meet you for dancing. So I dressed all up, didn't I? What was I wearing? Pink coat,
Oh yeah, that's
grey skirt,
Yes, right. Yeah.
pink gloves,
Yeah. Oh yes, yeah. I met her at the station
pink shoes,
to take up the Lyceum.
all my hair done,
She thought
all my blonde hair lovely.
She thought I was going to come in the car, but I come on my motorbike.
He said, just go, we're going dancing, get on the back of the bike. You imagine?
So when she got there,
No helmet,
no helmets.
blonde hair flowing.
I used to wear a tammy with a knob on top on a motorbike. Yeah. But then,
You looked like an onion seller, didn't you? Really?
then I took it down to Cornwall, didn't I? On the
No,
motorbike.
you missed out a part because when we were dancing and then you put me back in the corner because you said I used to go out with that old woman and she wants me to go and live with her.
Oh yeah, but you don't want to worry about that. She wasn't an old woman. She was 20. She was 32.
She was an old woman, 32. She wanted him as a toy boy.
No, so then I said, well, how about going down to Cornwall on the motorbike?
Mm-hmm.
So I met 4:30 in the morning. He come tripping down the stairs with a little case, which we fixed it on the pannier at the back,
Marks and Spencer trousers.
and off we went to Cornwall, and went all round Cornwall. Those days when you went down Cornwall, all the bays were free. No, there was no barriers to any of the bays. So we used to drive right down to the beach on the motorbike, didn't we?
I was starving as well on the back there.
And all she ever talked about all the time, when we're going to stop for food.
So boring.
I was all there fresh out of the sunshine, and all she ever thought about was food.
And I was burnt.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
was like
right.
a beetroot.
Yeah, and she said to me, because I never get brown, she said. I said, don't you, sis? She said, no, all I do is go red and burn. Anyway, on the motorbike, she did. She went red and burn. And then she went through that until eventually she come out a nice golden brown.
Oh.
With a fair hair and a golden brown, she looked really ravishing, she did.
Oh.
Yeah, but
You fancied me then again?
I fancied her all over again then. Bachelor?
Well, when we got married, right? We got married and there was no one to give me away. And then we had to postpone our wedding because I wasn't old enough to give myself
Yeah,
away.
you lost your mum and dad by
Yeah.
didn't you?
So we waited for my brother to come to give me away, and he didn't arrive until about 1 hour before the wedding. and it was
He'd
pouring.
come from Derby.
Yeah, he came from Derby. He went to my sister's and got his suit for the wedding out of a plastic bag, and it all needed ironing and pressing. And then he came to the church. That was Danny.
How many years ago was that?
53 years.
Oh, 53 years, that's fine. Yeah, 53 years. Seems like a life sentence, really.
You don't get that long for a life sentence. You get 10 years.
I'll get 10 years
Right,
old.
so-
It's about
So we could have had five marriages.
three life sentences. So
Then
Well-
what did we do? Right?
then we had a party,
Well, we had a good party. Yeah.
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 and then
Then we
Well-
went out to
well-
look for somewhere to live.
no, when
no,
we
that's
were
right.
staying, I took you.
We took
I took
Audrey home.
Audrey home to her house, didn't I?
That's my sister.
And I had a
isn't it?
very old Austin 10. And on the way, I got a puncture. So I get out and jack the old Austin 10 out, get the spare, and put the spare on before we could continue on our way. So that was on my wedding night. So I'd already mended the puncture and the car and that time by that time.
But then we still had nowhere to live.
No, we had nowhere to live, no. So
We went back to your mum's.
instead of having a honeymoon, we went round on a motorbike looking for somewhere to live, didn't we?
Mm. We stayed at Alma's, didn't we?
Yeah.
Until the Wednesday.
We originally had a flat, didn't we? But it fell through, didn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that flat.
Yeah, I know you did. Yeah. So anyway, we had the
Well then,
we had George first, didn't we?
yeah, then we had George, yeah.
George, yeah, and
And we liked it that much, so we had another 4 after that.
yeah,
We never had any more.
yeah. Until I found out what was causing it, then we stopped having them, didn't we?
And then it began. What?
What?
All the hard work for me, and you got a job and had expenses and
Yeah.
expense
Yeah, I
accounts
was-
and a flash car and
Flash car and rep I was, yeah.
come home and tell me what you had for
Yeah.
lunch.
She used to be taking the kids to school and I used to be hobnobbing with the gentry, didn't I?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so anyway, we had a good time.
Always had a nice car, though, didn't
We always had a nice car, always
Yeah.
somewhere nice to go in the car, yeah. And
That's right.
what else do we do now in our life?
we?
Eventually we came to Bexley Heath, didn't we?
Oh yes.
Bought
yes.
this house,
Yes.
and all our children eventually got married and
the best thing
had
was
children. Now we've got
the
13, haven't
the
we?
grandchildren. Yeah,
13
13.
And one great grand,
That's right.
one great grand.
And one on the way.
And we still go out every weekend.
Oh yeah, dancing, don't we?
We go dancing every weekend, right? I'm only 82 now, so I've got many years to go yet.
He tells everyone. You tell everyone you're on YouTube, don't you?
Yeah,
And you told your joke last night, didn't you, at the club?
that's right. Yeah. You'd be a joke. I can't tell that here. Can I?
Well, I shouldn't think
No,
so.
no,
It's
I
too
won't
long.
tell. Too long. It takes
Too
too long time.
And I've heard it.
Yeah.
53 years. I've heard it.
There's a pause now for some reason. Oh yeah. I lost my hair fairly early, so I desperately tried to do all sorts of things. So I thought to myself that it probably the scalp was too fatty, so I thought I'll emulsify the fat. So I got a piece of lint and put it on my head and put my hat on, went to bed all night with this lint on. And I ended up with a frozen shoulder and I couldn't go and work for a fortnight.
And he still woke up bald.
No, you've asked me what makes a happy marriage. What makes a happy marriage is when we first got married. I was 8 years older than my wife, and like all young women, she always wanted to argue, and I would never answer her back, and that used to make her even mad. She could get so mad that I wouldn't argue. But I know it's the same now. What makes happy marriage is never argue. When she wants an argument, I shut up and wait until she's got over it.
I don't
And
argue
makes
much.
that makes happy marriage, right? Because you don't argue anymore. And so sometimes she says something to me that annoys her. She speaks very sharply to me. I keep quiet, and 5 minutes later she'll come up. She'll say something nice to me, and so therefore we never have any arguments. And that's what makes a happy marriage.
True.
True. That's very true. Yeah. And don't forget, you must enjoy yourself. You must go out dancing every week like we do.
Yes.
And a few drinks.
Yes.
Little drinks.
Drinks.
Oh. Yeah. And keep happy. Keep fit, of course. Yeah. Well, we're both fit, aren't we? I think we are. Fairly fit. Let's put it that way.
Fit for nothing most of the time.
Okay.